poppin' people? Welcome on back. Today we're talking about the Pokemon TCG Pocket, specifically yet another auto farm deck for the newest event, Venusaur. Alright, everybody seemed to like the Lapras auto deck that I made in the last event, so for the Venusaur event, I went a little bit of a different route. This one still works on auto really well. As an example, this morning, day 1 of the event, I went out with my family to cut down our Christmas tree, and I just left the game running in my pocket. I checked it every 5 minutes, and I had a new promo pack in my my inventory. So the deck works really well. I would say it has pretty much the same consistency as the other auto deck that I built, the Auto Zapdos deck. It's not a 100% win rate, but it wins like 90% of the time. I would say out of the 15-ish games that I played on Expert, I only lost like maybe 2 or 3 of them. So maybe not exactly 90, it's kind of give or take, and there are some different things that I'll get into when we actually get into some games, but let's go over the deck. We have 2 Growlithe, 2 Arcanine EX, 2 Moltres EX, then we have 1 Pidgeline. It's just Pidgey, Pidgeot, and Pidgeotto. I don't know why I said it out of order like that. Then there's 2 Potions, 2 X-Speeds, 2 Pokeballs, 2 Professor's Research, 1 Giovanni, and 2 Sabrina. With that being said, let's go ahead and get into the games, and then I'll explain why this deck kind of works as an auto deck. All right, let's go ahead and get into an expert match here. We're going to set it on auto. I don't know why it's set to the auto dose deck, but let's go ahead and switch over to the auto 9, and then we will just go ahead and start. Now, I think what I'm going to do with this is exactly like I did in the last auto deck showcase, is I'm just going to do it, no cuts, no anything. I'm going to explain the games as they're happening. I'm going to talk about why the deck works the way that it does and why the AI doesn't mess up on a regular basis. So let's just go ahead and talk decks for a second. The reason why this one is a little bit more of a normal deck, and if you guys actually recognize, this is the deck that I posted last video. I've just found out that the exact build seemed to work really well with the event. So a little bit of a double upload, I guess, but the reasonings are different. You guys want to go check out the other video, you guys can, but if you guys just want that deck list, it's in this video as well. The reason why this one's more of a regularly structured deck, except like aside from the Zapdos event one, is because the format for this deck is a lot slower pace. The Articuno one, the Articuno Starmie, like Misty event, like the Lapras event type thing, that deck that I used is really good at getting in and dealing damage. Actually, that deck doesn't even run Articuno, so I don't know what I'm talking about. But the last event, my auto dose deck basically was just so straightforward that the AI couldn't mess up. This deck is kind of similar. It's got a little bit more of a build to it rather than just running 2 Zapdos. The reason why this deck ends up being better than not is because the Venusaur deck takes such a long time to build up that we can usually get in with whichever part of our build ends up working out, and we just win. So as you can see, this is not a really good board state for them. They're already down 90 points on their Venusaur EX, right? They're already at 100 out of 90, 0 energies, no way to fully retreat this thing unless they drop 1 energy on it and then use 2 X speeds. They didn't. So if I draw a Giovanni, actually we already have a Giovanni, so do we just take it out here? I think we do. And then, so this first game will just be a kind of an off showcase of what the deck does, but the reason why this is so advantageous is because of the Moltres. So the Moltres acts like the fire version of Misty. We're able to ramp up our board state faster than they can build up anything on their side. They do have Lilligant, but Lilligant has to be active in battling, and it only gives 1 energy per turn. We have the potential of 3 energy per turn. So this game is going to be over really, really quickly. Normally they're not this fast, but it does win very consistently on auto. The other reason why this deck works really well is because most of the time, because it takes so long to build up the Venusaur, and because if it starts taking damage when it shouldn't, they start panic retreating. And when they panic retreat, they're just sacrificing energies and they'll just rotate. And even when they do rotate, a lot of the time we can get down that Pidgeline and we can get 1 free Sabrina every turn, even if we don't have Sabrina in hand. So we're almost always able to pivot out of something that's on their side into something that's more advantageous on our side. So the deck seems to only lose. It's very RNG based, I will admit, because we do base our gains off of landing heads on Moltres. But the other thing that really, really sucks about the deck is that if our opponent, the computer for the Venusaur event, if they lead with their Kangaskhan and they get double heads on their first coin flip, it puts us at such a disadvantage health-wise that it's really hard to make that up. So I've noticed that even if it does happen, we do still sometimes come out on top, and there's our first victory of the game, or of the day, I guess, not the game. I don't know why I'm tripping over my words right now. Maybe I'm just a little bit flustered. I don't know. I just was outside in the cold for like 2 hours, so anyways, let's go ahead and get into the second game while I just continue to talk here. And then I have a bunch of packs. I don't know if I want to open them all on camera just because there's a bunch and they're kind of all the same cards. So I don't know if it'll be worth it. I guess I can just for the sake of content, but I haven't opened up any of the packs yet. I've just kind of let the game run this morning to see if I can find the auto deck that works the best. And then I just kept all my promo packs, so I haven't opened any of them. So anyway, back to this. Okay, so this is the lead that's kind of scary. If they lead with Kangaskhan initially, and they didn't go second this time, so it's actually better for us. But the thing that scares us with Kangaskhan is the RNG and the flips. Sometimes it works in our favor and they get 2 tails. Sometimes it doesn't and they get 2 heads. If they get 2 heads, almost half the HP of Moltres is already gone. And if we don't have a lead as strong as Moltres, we could lead with our Growlithe, and the Growlithe can be dropped down to 10 HP. So it's just really not a good thing when they start out with their Kangaskhan's, because if they get lucky enough, it just puts us at such a disadvantage that we can't really make it back. Hopefully that isn't the case here. They get 1 heads. Do they get 2? They do get 2 heads. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Now it's a little bit different because we did get the energies first. We don't have the same advantage of having a fire type on our bench though, so we're not really gaining anything from using Inferno Dance, which really sucks. But hopefully we're able to draw something here. Literally nothing, so that kind of sucks. But we'll just be able to pass here, move on to the next turn, and maybe we'll just start going for Heat Blasts, I guess. We're not really able to build anything with Inferno Dance. But this deck specifically, it seems to be working as an auto deck. Even though the AI is kind of stupid at times, it's able to make it up. I think the fact that we have Sabrina's in this deck on top of having Pidgeot, it makes it easier for the AI to make mistakes, if that makes any sense. The AI is allowed to mess up every now and then because depending on the Pokemon that we have on our bench, we can make it up. And that's really good. I really like doing this kind of stuff in events because if I'm being honest, I don't really like playing against computers. It kind of bores me because if I'm doing it, if I'm using my mental to do that, it just gets monotonous, right? They're going to make very similar plays every time. There's no there's no uniqueness to the way that they play. The deck is going to work the way that it works. If they get the cards, they get it. If they don't, they don't. So I always like to make auto decks for these events because I still want the promo cards, don't get me wrong, but I would much rather fill my time up by doing something else. So as an example, now I'm making this video while the game's playing. I'm able to talk to you. Then once this video is done being recorded, I can set my game up to play auto while I edit the video. So I like making these auto decks because it allows me to do other things with my day while still gaining the benefits of having the event happening. Now this is a similar event to the last one in the sense where like you can't really farm it unless you use a little bit of money to do so. It really only costs $1 to like reset your gauge fully. So it isn't like it's an expensive way to farm packs. It is if you don't really want to spend money on the game, which I totally get. But as an example, for recording the video, I had to use the refill, which cost $1 because I already burned through my my refills that they give you from doing the event because I blitzed through all of the easier difficulties and then had to test out whether or not the deck was fairly consistent to auto farm on expert. So in some cases like me, you know, you kind of have to, but if you kind of want to just play at your own pace, especially because I'm getting the video out to especially because I'm getting this video out to you more early than the last event. Hopefully even with just like the normal reset timeframes, you're able to get in and get enough promo packs to get what you need. Now, the other cards that are in this promo pack, I don't really think they have too much of a uniqueness factor to the other ones. I mean, the Lapras EX, that was the only way that you could get Lapras EX. So, like, you can't get it anywhere else. That was kind of a cool thing about that event. This event, the big, like, pull, the hit that you guys want out of this event is a full art Venusaur, which is really nice. Don't get me wrong. I love the fact that we get full art Venusaur and it's a really cute art. However, it's not EX. So it isn't as good as it could be. And if I'm not mistaken, it's the exact same card as the regular non full art like holo that you can get out of the packs, which is really good. Again, don't get me wrong, but it feels like it's missing something, not being an EX. Second game down. Let's go ahead and get into the third one real quick, and then we'll just continue talking. But anyways, I feel like I've been rambling a lot in this video, but I want to fill the dead air with conversation because I'm literally not playing the game. I'm letting the game play itself so I can show you that it's all done on auto. And we're just going to do 3 games. I'm just going to do, and before anybody comes for me in the comments section, I specifically stated this is not a 100% win. The last video that I posted, there are so many people commenting and be like, oh, well, I used this and I lost immediately, so I guess it's not that good. It's not a guarantee. You're not playing the game. So just go with the flow, get through a couple of losses if they happen, and give it a chance. I promise you, 9 times out of 10, it'll win, okay? And then these 2 games have shown you varying different results in terms of what they're doing on their end and what we're doing on our end, and we're still coming out on top. So hopefully this 3rd one will show that it can do it yet again. Now, disadvantage, we started off with Growlithe. That's not the best play to have. We're going to immediately evolve into Arcanine, which is also not the best because it'll start taking damage. We don't really want that. However, just being in and being able to do damage is not that bad overall, so I'm not going to complain. Plus, their board state isn't built up too much, so we don't have to worry about them building up any energies with Leaf Supply so far. We do have a potion in hand, so that's fine as well. I really hope that we use an X-Speed here to switch out to the other Growlithe so that we can stall a little bit, or maybe we X-Speed into this Moltres, so that's really good. I'm glad we didn't draw the Pidgey here. Let's go ahead and X-Speed out into the Moltres and then start going for Inferno Dance. Or you can just put it on the Arcanine, that's fine too. They didn't even retreat? Are you kidding me? Wait. Are you... Oh. Okay, well, fun fact, we win. Maybe I'll do one more because this was not really even a, this was not even a game, right? This was not even a game. We're just gonna attach an energy here and just kill it and we win. They didn't get anything else on their bench, so maybe we'll do one more just because that was kind of, it wasn't really even a thing. So we'll do one more game, but hey, there you go. There's another pack. There's another pack. And I guess that's what I was trying to get at initially, where this one's a little bit different than the last event. The last event was really able to ramp up quickly because it used less energy to do the attacks. They had access to Misty, so Misty was able to ramp up really fast every now and then. This one is way different. It takes more evolution, so more turns to get to your Venusaur. It costs way more energy to be able to do the actual attacks that Venusaur can get off. And in that time where they're building that board state up, you're basically already at your Arcanines with stacked Moltres that are building up your bench. And then even when they kind of get out to their Venusaur, most of the time you'll be able to use the Pidgeot to keep the Venusaur on the bench, which is really good. So I think that's why this deck works so well as an auto deck, is because it gives a lot of variability. It gives a lot of leeway into what happens and what doesn't happen, what it allows and what it doesn't allow. So maybe this will be maybe this is a good thing. It's literally showing you every different variability of what this deck can do. We had the first deck, or the first game, where it was just like kind of a, here we go, and then they got their Venusaur out before it could do anything. The second game was more of a balanced game that I've been seeing today while deck testing this before making the video. The third game was a joke. They didn't have anything on their bench, so it was over in a flash. But hopefully this game will also show you what you need to see in order to know that this deck is, you know, good for auto decking. I know that there are going to be people in the comments that are just like, oh, well, I used this deck and I lost immediately, so it's not that good. There is luck involved as well. It's not just the deck. But hopefully you guys have enjoyed so far. This will probably be the last one, just because I don't want the video to be too long, and we're at about 13 minutes. Excuse me, we're about 13 minutes in terms of just gameplay. So the intro and outro and deck list, I don't know how long the video is going to be. I don't want it to be too long, but hopefully this deck is going to be advantageous and good enough for you guys to get all the promo packs that you want. Maybe what we'll do at the end of the video is I'll just like speed through all of the pack openings. I don't know. I mean, there's going to be like 20 something packs. I don't want to waste all of your time, but maybe that'll be a good way to show you guys the ratios for pulls as well. I mean, we can talk about that. I don't know about like all the commons, but the hollows, like the Greninja one, I think has like a 13% chance to be pulled, and the Venusaur has like a 12% chance to be pulled. Everything else I'm pretty sure is like balanced out. It's pretty evenly split down the board. Yeah. Oh, I mean, okay, let's look at this. All right, guys, let's pay attention for 3 seconds. So we have no Arcanine, right? We have no Arcanine. We have Moltres on board that doesn't have any energies. We have a Pidgeot in the front that has Drive Off. Venusaur is going to come in here for 60 damage. It's going to bring us down to 40. However, we're going to be able to switch it out. We have an Arcanine now too. Okay, so are you going to use Drive Off and kill the Bulbasaur that's on the bench? They are going to use Drive Off. It's going to switch out this Bulbasaur, which is really good. Let's see if we end up... Oh, we didn't kill. We didn't kill. That's even... Okay, well, maybe we do lose this one, actually. Maybe we do lose this one. I don't know why Pidgeot didn't kill the Bulbasaur. That seemed kind of stupid. And I guess this is what I was getting at before, where the deck makes mistakes every now and then, but it doesn't really matter too much. It's going to go into Moltres, and I think what it's trying to do here is build up the Arcanine, right? It's going to try to build up the Arcanine as much as it can. We do have an X speed, so we're able to get out easily. Why on earth? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god. Maybe playing a fourth game was not good to show you guys what the deck does. Oh boy. Oh boy. Don't put it on. Don't put it on the bench, please. Oh my god. You're throwing. You're throwing. No. Oh my god. What a stupid play. What a stupid play. I was thinking, the whole time I was thinking, okay, maybe they didn't kill with the Pidgeot because they just wanted to waste an X speed. Then when it got back to our turn, they were going to switch it out and they were going to, okay, I guess this shows that the deck's not perfect. But with that being said, let's just go ahead and get to the end of the video, because that was kind of upsetting. You know what? No, screw it. We're going to have one more game. We're going to do one more. We're going to do one more, because that was not cool. That was not cool, game. You're trying to ruin my video. You're trying to ruin my video. We're going to do one more. We're going to go second as well, which is really good. So let's go ahead and see if we can win 4 out of 5. Who knows? Let's see if we can win 4 out of 5. You know, that last game didn't happen. What are you saying? I don't know what you're talking about. But yeah, I mean, I guess this kind of just shows you that sometimes the AI does make mistakes. It isn't going to be a perfect science. It's never a perfect science. AI is definitely not your best friend. They make so many mistakes. I mean, if you're thinking about it logically, the only way that we would have been able to get around that is if okay, it's all RNG based too. So, okay, they kill the Pidgeot, we go into the Moltres. We attach an energy onto the Moltres, we drew an X speed so we could retreat it the following turn. We go for the, whatever the move is, Inferno Blitz, or I can't remember what the name of it is, but to get the energies on the board. You use that, you build up hopefully 2 extra energies in the Arcanine. Next turn, you switch in, you go for 120, you go for 120. That's the only way that we win in that situation, so it's all heavily RNG based, but it does just kind of suck that the game just threw that hard, you know what I mean? It kind of just sucks, but it seems like we're in an okay position right now. I don't think we're going to have too many problems keeping this one, maintaining this board state. The only thing that sucks about it is that if the Venusaur gets set up, it is kind of annoying to get rid of. So the way the deck works is it tries to get rid of that problem before it happens. And we are getting really lucky with the tails on the Kangaskhan right now, so that's really good. That's so crazy. That was so crazy. I was so excited just be like, all right, guys, we're gonna go 4 for 4. We're gonna go 4 for 4. But I think this one we're gonna have in the bag, right? We're gonna have this one in the bag. They're probably gonna go out into the Lilligant, right? They're gonna go on the Lilligant. Okay, cool. They're gonna have to attach an energy there to leave supply. Then we're gonna kill the Lilligant on the next turn. They're gonna go into the Venusaur probably if they evolve it. The Venusaur isn't gonna have enough energies to do anything, so we're honestly fine. We're honestly chilling. As long as the AI doesn't do anything stupid, this is how the majority of the games go. Every now and then there is a fluke where the AI, there's too many variabilities from them to choose from, so they just choose like one of them out of the 4 many options, and it's sometimes the wrong one, unfortunately. But all right, let's go ahead and get Venusaur up front. And if they don't put Venusaur up front, it doesn't matter because the Bulbasaur is just going to die in 1 hit. Okay, well, I guess they can just put that there. I mean, as long as the AI doesn't just like, are they going to switch out into Petalil? Okay, we still win, so that's totally fine. But yeah, anyway, I mean, I guess this shows you that it isn't 100%. It will lose. It will lose. You have to keep that in mind, that this is not a perfect deck. This is not a guaranteed win each time. And I will repeat that again for the people in the comment section who like to comment that kind of stuff and ignore the fact that I'm not ignorant to the fact that it does lose. I understand that it loses, okay? Nothing is perfect. Leave it like that. But The deck has worked really well for me. I have like 20 something promo packs. Let's go ahead and actually just crack them open since the video is already long enough. Might as well. Maybe we'll go ahead and like speed up through them, but let's go ahead and crack open these packs. All right, the thing that sucks about these promo packs too is that you can't claim all of them at once. I really wish that you could, but these are all the promo packs I've gotten so far. They all came in today. Let's go ahead and just crack these open and see if we can get something nice out of them. Let's just actually swipe it though. All right, cool. So we have Haunter, which is kind of nice. I mean, it technically is a better move than the other Haunter that exists, so I'll probably slide this in my Gengar deck, which I haven't made a video on, but... All right, so that's one Haunter. This will also, I guess, showcase just all of the potential cards that you can get out of your packs. So I forgot that we have to sit through this animation each time, though. Oh, my goodness. All right, just get to the next one, please. Next one, please. Thank you. All right. Never mind, another Haunter. Cool. Cool. All right, next one, please. Next one, please. Next one, please. I think we'll probably just fast forward through these because I don't know if you guys want to watch me just open up 3 Haunters back to back. That's not really cool. Not really a fan of that, but that's okay, I guess. Let's go ahead and open up the next one. And open up the next one here. Can we get a little bit of variability? Okay. I think Haunter's probably just the easiest card to be pulled out of these packs, which it's okay, I guess, but it would be nice. Can we not go 5 in a row? Ah! There's the Venusaur. Hooray! We got one of the Venusaurs. Let's go. I really wish that this card wasn't the base Venusaur, like I said before, and it is the exact same Venusaur that you can get out of the packs, so it's just full art instead. That's nice. I do like it. I do enjoy the fact that it is a very, very nice and pretty artwork, but at the same time, it is kind of just a little bit disappointing that it's not the EX, which I guess I kind of understand. We already have the EX. We have the full art as well. So I don't know if there was a need for it, but this is the other card that I was really looking forward to. This Jigglypuff is really, really good in comparison to the other one that's in the game so far. So instead of just doing a regular attack for 2 energy or whatever it is, it's a Sing, which puts your Pokemon to sleep. So this will just be really good for Wigglytuff decks and sleep decks in general. The video that I made like a week and a half ago or so about sleep decks, this will definitely make that deck better. So I'm really looking forward to using that in that deck. I think it's just a little bit more advantageous for putting Pokemon to sleep because that's literally what it does. It'll help stall your opponent out while you can build up your board. Oh, we got a second Venusaur. Sweet. All right, so, well, we have the playset. Maybe I can go ahead and snag a couple of flares for it or something. I don't know. But let's just go ahead and see if we can't crack open a couple more here. I feel like maybe I should just not include this in the video, but we're going to. This is just going to add so much time to it. We already have enough of these, so hopefully this doesn't add too much time. We're already 3 minutes into the pack opening. Oh my goodness, how many packs do we have left? How many packs do we have left? I just don't want... Oh, there's a Greninja. Okay, cool. I accidentally skipped it, but this is the new Greninja artwork, which I think is really, really sick. Let's go ahead and just move on over to the next pack because I don't want you guys to be sitting here for too long while I crack these open. Let's go ahead and open up this pack real quick. So I think the other cards that I need to get out of this are Onyx, and I'm trying to remember what the other ones were. I know it was the Jigglypuff, the Greninja, the Venusaur, the Onyx, and then I don't know, maybe the other ones will be a surprise. I honestly can't remember. The only ones that I were focused on was, honestly, well, there's the Onyx, but if I'm being honest, I wasn't even focused on the promo packs. I kind of just wanted to build a deck that would auto so that I can bring content to you guys. This event doesn't really excite me. The last event was so much more enthusiastic. I was so much more happy for the other event. And I think mainly it's just because the Pokemon was an EX that you could get, the Lapras. It wasn't just a regular Lapras. It was the Lapras EX. I don't know. Maybe I'm being too nitpicky on it, but that's just my thoughts. We got another Onyx. Let's go ahead and see how many packs we have left. I don't even know if we're going to be able to secure all of the cards. We have, like, what, 5 left? So let's go ahead and just snag these open real quick and see if we can't get one of the other new ones, because I think we're missing 1 or 2. I just don't remember what the cards are. But we did get 2 Venusaurs already, so that's good. Now I just need to get the other Greninja, and then I guess any more of the commons that I can get. I can stop getting Haunters, though. I think I'm okay without getting Haunters for the rest of my life. That would be... I think I'd be fine with that. I think I'd be A-okay without getting any more Haunters. That'd be fantastic. Now, I'm probably going to continue farming... Oh, 3rd Venusaur. Sweet. I mean, I know statistically speaking, the pull rates are 12%. So maybe we're just getting like really lucky, but I mean, I'll take it. I'll take a third one. That's fine with me. Let's go ahead and crack open these other two, see if I can't grab another Greninja. Those are really the only two cards that I care about other than the Jigglypuff. The Jigglypuff is just nice, but it's not a necessity. And there it is. There's another Jigglypuff. All right. I think that's the second one too, so I don't necessarily need more than that unless I want to get some flares, but let's go ahead and crack open this last pack here, and then we'll just end off the video because it has dragged on for quite a bit, right? And there's another Jigglypuff. Okay, cool. Let's go ahead and end off the video there. Thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. Let me know down below in the comments if you think this deck is good, or if you guys are just like, oh, you know what? I lost, so it's not good at auto decking. I don't know. Just let me know. Like if you do, sub if you're new, but I'm out. Have a fantastic rest of your day. I'll see you in the next video. Peace.